Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, Tank12, having to call me, I don't really care. Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing the Christmas event, and we're not going to do a very in-depth look into it. I just want to tell you guys my thoughts on the Christmas event this year and why I think it is probably the most disappointing one out of the four that we had prior to this one. So, what has changed with the Christmas event this time around? The way that you get to the next atmosphere level has changed very dramatically. So if you want to reach level 10, you need to get something along the lines of 540 points, if I recall correctly. That has to do with the fact that decorations no longer have a level. You can see all the different places. We have the fair, we have the installation as well. Everything looks amazing. The art department has really done a banger of a job. But these decorations all don't have a level anymore, which obviously is a good thing, but also a very bad thing, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Let's take a look at the collection. You have 4 collections as always, and it's only 284 decorations this time around. The last year, or the year prior to that, we had 380. That is 100 more decorations than we had this year, so that's a very nice downsize in numbers. But how do you get these decorations? Well, if you open the premium boxes, you'll get random decorations, right? And these random decorations are all the same. They don't have any differentiation except for where they belong to. And you can see that a single decoration has about 10 different types for a unit. So for the garland fairs, we have 10 different garland fairs. And what is really, really dumb is because we have duplicates of them. We have garland fairs that are exactly the same, 5 of them, but the other ones are just mirrored images. So you can see this one, the gorgeous lunar lights that are looking to the left, you need to get the gorgeous lunar light looking to the right as well. And that happens 5 times. So yeah, you have 10 of these lunar lights that you have to unlock, or garland fair lights. So that means that if you already have 5 or 6, well, the chances of getting the other 4 are going to be extremely slim. So how do you get these? How much do you have to pay for every single one of them? As you can see right here, if I click onto it, you'll have to spend 1,500 shards. That is that's with the chance of getting a duplicate. Now, obviously, at the very beginning, you just random roll because you want to get as many as you can, and that's still going to cost you 1,000. So the prices have increased dramatically. So if I want to get the right one, so let's go for the Garland Fair, and with the, I think it was the Lunar Collection, which I don't own, I also have to use the anti-duplicator if I don't want to get a duplicate. So that is going to cost me 3,500 shards. That is a ridiculous number. So why is this even important? Well, because you want to finish the collections to get the credit boosts that you get with the atmosphere level and with the finishing of collections. So right now I get a 45% credit increase, so I make more credits when I play the game. And that's the one reason, the one thing that all of the players want. But if you even open 200 boxes, you will not reach atmosphere level 10. You'll get to atmosphere level 8 or 9 at best. So it is very difficult to get to the 50% bonus to credits in this collection, and it's almost impossible for free-to-play players to get any kind of to get anywhere. And I have to be honest, I much rather prefer the old system where you have like level 5s and level 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s, because they were a lot cheaper to actually make. I know that the level 5s were very expensive, and that in the year 2021 we had like 40 of them, as you can see right here. So that was also a very bad thing. But the thing is, this year around, well, getting to atmosphere level 10 is really, really difficult. It's such a grind, and that is everything that is wrong with this event. The grind is just, it's so obnoxious, because players want to get to level 10. They want to be able to get the crew members, like the female tankers. They want to get the garage slots. They want to get the booster packs. They want to get the parcels. So all in all, that is really a downgrade, and it's a letdown for I'd say everyone who's playing this game. But what I really liked this year was the parcels. I think they should continue the parcel service, and I think, you know what, why don't they do something like this more often, where you can just gift something to your players, to your friends, when you're playing the game. And I think this is really, really great. This is a great way, and this is probably the best addition to this year's Christmas event. Now moving on to Arnie. Now I know this guy is really controversial, but I really don't care about that. I want to get Arnold. I just want to get another very, very skilled crew member. And the thing is, I have the feeling that it used to be lower, like you would get Arnold or you would get the crew member at like level 19 or something like that, and it's at 27. Now obviously the missions aren't too difficult, you'll get them if you just play the game every once in a while, and it's also cool that you can do all the missions, you know, at the end of the event. But since I'm not going to be around to be able to finish the event, I will unfortunately not be able to get to Arnold. At least I'm planning on getting as far as I can, but I don't think I'll be able to reach Arnold because I have other things to do and I'm not around for a while. So yeah, that is a bit of a disappointment as well. So generally speaking, I think the atmosphere or the Christmas event of 2021, or 2020 as Wargaming have declared it somehow, is probably a bit more of a letdown than the years prior to this. Now the premium boxes and the premium tanks. Was that something good? Well, at least you had the chance of getting a premium tier 8 at the Mark 50, where you unlocked 50 boxes. But yeah, I think the boxes, if we go into that real fast, let me go to the boxes. To the statistics, you can see I've opened 153. I've received 29 premium tanks, all of the premium tier 8s, and quite a few duplicates in tier 5s and 4s and 3s. But what I really missed was I usually got a lot more gold out of 200 bucks, but still I managed to get 66,000, so I'm not going to be complaining too much about that. And I also received 8 million credits. So yeah, the boxes were okay, I guess. But I also have the feeling that the amount of gold that you get out of the boxes has decreased by a bit. I know that the first year was absolutely madness because Wargaming were afraid that people would actually start rioting after they saw the loot boxes, but it turned out that the loot boxes were absolutely worth money, and every year since then they actually decreased the contents of the loot boxes. So yeah, this is probably the last time I'll participate in this event, not because I don't enjoy it, but because I think that my time in World of Tanks, especially with the premium stuff, is kind of slowing down. I don't want to invest too much money into this game anymore. I don't want to invest any more money into this game, except for the Christmas period where you get the best money for, or the bang for buck. So yeah, this was my review. What did you guys think of the Christmas event? Were you happy? Are you satisfied with it? I think it left a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth, especially with the way that they have redesigned everything. The style and the atmosphere is still amazing and still looks really, really nice. So that in general is still top notch. But all the other things have become a bit more tedious, and it has become more, it just become more troubling for you to unlock things.